Hey guys, this time around I will talk about the Hoysalas. Hoysalas had 200 years of existence from 11th century CE to 14th century CE. They were significant power of South India during their reign, and they fought several wars. They were in wars with the Yadavas, the Kakatiyas, and the Cholas, and significantly, they had also established a major power when they won a war against the Cholas in the Battle of Talakad. The Hoysalas were uh, made a significant advancement in the fields of art and architecture. Kannada was the main language. The capital of the Hoysala dynasty was in Belur, and later on Halebedu. See intricate design of temples there. One is the Chenakesava temple in Belur, and there is the Hoysaleshwara temple in Halebedu, and there is one more temple near Mysore which is called the Kesava temple in Somnathpura. Use a star shaped pattern for the base of the temple, and the temple has very intricate design, like it's mesmerizing. If you have not seen that, probably you should be seeing that. It's like marvelous art and architecture, and shows that how rich the art and architecture was during that period of time. I'm pretty sure that it will be very difficult even now to create such intricate art and architecture. The language was, I said, was Kannada. The religion was Jainism and Hinduism, both went hand in hand, and they were known for religious tolerance. Now, if you say about the origins of Hoysalas, it's believed that they were the vassals of the Western Chalukyas, and people also say that they were Brahmins who migrated from parts of Tamil Nadu. But regardless, their influence has been quite notable. The social structure was mostly, the kings were at the top, followed by the priests, nobles, and merchants, and the peasants and the laborers were at the bottom of the society. If I talk about the Hoysalas and I don't talk about the wars, then it will not be a complete story. Two notable wars that I want to talk about is war with the Cholas. It was the period of 12th century CE. Kolatunga Chola won. He annexed one of the main allies of Hoysalas, called the Kalyanas. So then it was the time of Vishnu Vardhan, the Hoysala king. So he allied with the local kingdoms of the Gangas, the Kadambas, and he sort of put together a resistance of what was believed to be a Chola expansion. So there was a decisive battle that happened in the Talakad, which is called the Battle of Talakad, in which the Hoysala king Vishnuvardhan was successful against Kolutunga Chola II. And later on, by 13th century, the Chola kingdom actually got dissolved, and they had one more 100 years of rule, the where the Hoysalas were not having many more conflicts with the Cholas. But until the Cholas were there, the Hoysalas and Cholas had a lot of conflict that took place even after the Battle of Talakad. So after 100 years, right, on the 14th, like not even 100 years, like possibly 50, 60 years, possibly a 13th and 14th century, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, actually, that time he was also in an expansion mode. So Delhi Sultanate Muhammad bin Tughlaq had was in the expansion mode, and knowing that, and the expansion was carried on by Malik Kafur, one of the main generals of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So the Veer Ballala III, who ruling the Hoysalas, and his general Vidyadhara, uh, they allied with the Kakatiyas and the Yadavas. The story goes like the general Vidyadhara actually killed Malik Kafur, so which is a major turning point, or a major event, you can say, right? Malik Kafur had a lot of blood in his hand. He had looted and plundered almost all of India, and later on, with the war with the Hoysalas, finally was the time for his demise. But this weekend the Hoysalas too, and finally the Hoysalas were defeated by the other major players of called the Vijayanagara, who were the next rulers of Karnataka.